Hello and welcome to the Daily Reflections from St Mary Magdalene with St Martin's Church on Monday the 20th of July. The readings for today should be on the screen in front of you. If you haven't had a chance already, do try and have a read of them now. This week we're continuing through the last tumultuous week of Jesus' life, from the highs of Palm Sunday, when he is acclaimed by the crowds of Jerusalem as the promised Saviour, to the lows of Maundy Thursday and Good Friday, when even his disciples fled, and all that promise seemed to be for nothing. As we saw in our readings last week, it was a week of testing. The popular sect of the Pharisees, together with the rather less popular temple authorities, prodding and probing to see if they could find a weakness in Jesus that they would be able to use as a justification for what they had already intended to do. But it was also a time of teaching. Jerusalem was filled with crowds for the feast of the Passover, and it is clear that many of them wanted to hear what Jesus had to say. So we have a week of testy and testing in exchanges with the authorities, public teaching of crowds and private teaching of the disciples, and sometimes all three happening at once. This is what's going on in our reading from Luke today. An exchange with the scribes, the Jewish legal authorities, has ended with them unable to think of any more tests to throw at Jesus. So he throws one back at them, but it's mostly rhetorical. When they are unable to answer, he turns to the crowd watching this free entertainment and warns them with a warning, one we could take heed of as well. Beware of those who cultivate a spiritual appearance and who relish being regarded as holy. Jesus isn't saying that we should not be holy, but consistent with his preaching throughout the Gospels, he is saying that we should focus on God's opinion, not of those people around us. It is a failure of Christians throughout the ages to forget this warning and to get absorbed with Christian hero worship, whether of living leaders or long-dead saints. That urge should be resisted. God works through humans, sometimes in spectacular ways, but our focus should be on the God who works. Our thanks, our offerings, should go to him.